Warning, this video depicts real vermin control and has some colourful language. Hey guys, welcome to this short foxing video that I've got for you. Some of the action that we've had from over the last week or so. As some of you may know, I've been out of action for almost 6 weeks now, and it's really good to get back behind the rifle. In today's episode, I give Steve a dead accurate measurement on a fox I shot at some distance.
That's a fucking long way, that.
A blackbird sabotages my trail camera.
Look at Randy Orton slithering. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
And I put a hole in a can with a gun.
Yeah, spot on that.
Before we head out, let's just make sure the gun's held zero after a clean. Rick very kindly offered to go and walk the target the 120 paces down to the bottom of the usual sighting position so that I could just check the zero after my cleaning session the other day.
Alright, coming down. How high above the dot?
Rick reliably informs me that it's just nicked at the top of it, which for me will do at that distance.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, spot on that. Centre dot, well, from the top of the road down to that there is 120 paces, so...
Just on the grass.
And we'll catch up with myself and Rick a little later on. This is a brand new reservoir that's been built on one of the largest farms on the area now, and one of the workers had said they'd seen some fox feet in here, so we stopped here the night before, had a call. Sure enough, this dog fox came wandering in straight to the Architect GC500, wailing away with the fox mating call. Dog.
Okay.
Indeed, that was a decent one to get out of the way, and it happened to be my first fox post-op, which was nice and pleasing. Believe it or not, we just rounded the corner and spotted a set of eyes out of the window using the lamp quite some way off, but I felt confident having sighted the rifle in, took the shot, and down she went.
That's a fucking long way, that. It's near that bush there. Oh, that's 200 plus, that.
That's a long way.
It is, isn't it? How far do you reckon that is? Oh yeah, it is and all, isn't it? Best shot I've done for a while.
Oh, there's a little bush, look.
Told ya. Next to the bush, that's what I said.
Little vixen.
Very good. Number 2.
Fuck off a long way.
That is. That'll pace that out back to the truck.
Oh, but that's mate. Well done, mate.
Good effort.
Checking the snares the next day on the farm, we were sighted somewhere around the end of this bush, just before the end of the spinney, and it was all the way up that dike. That last fox you saw shot there, just underneath this bush, all the way over here. By my calculations and mapometer on the app, said it was 230 yards across there, so I was quite chuffed. Actually, believe it or not, while we were there, we actually saw a stoat run out as well, and I just about managed to capture it on camera. Check this out.
He's there. There he is, going through the cover.
It's not just me that struck it lucky this week. Kev called this vixen out using his Architect GC500 caller on Rat Distress and took this vixen at 80 yards. Back over to myself and Rick, and we'd actually seen this vixen right up the side of the bird cover. The cover in this particular location is a wild pheasant drive, and it's a fantastic drive. In fact, it'll be made all the better next year now we've got this little lady out of the way. Didn't need to call or anything, she was actually already walking towards us, so I took the shot because I thought she was about to go into the cover and I thought I'd lose sight of her. So I took her there and then on the road, and she went straight down, no messing with those 53 grain Hornaday rounds. As the evening progressed, it became increasingly frustrating as foxes were basically spotting us. I think the moon was just too bright, and even though we'd managed to call this one in, I hadn't seen it until it was pretty much already running away from us. So I tried a few mouth calls to see if I could catch its attention, and other than give us an inquisitive look over the shoulder every now and then, it was game over for this one, so that's one we'll have to check another evening.
Nope. That's one for another night.
Standing in the same location, this one had come out of the woods where I was expecting the fox to come from anyway. Came into a nice mouth squeak but stayed out a little bit too far, so I took the shot as I felt okay on the sticks, but clearly I missed it. The beauty of being able to record your shots and then play them back in a frame by frame basis is you can understand how and why you typically miss foxes. So here you can see me take the shot that missed just now, but in a second I'm just going to rewind that and play this clip back so you can see when the screen goes perfectly white, it's at that instant that I take the shot, and here it is right there. So you can see that the crosshairs are just to the right of the fox there. So at best I'm probably going to have parted a few hairs on the side of it. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Back with myself and the gamekeeper now. This is another evening, and we went to again the local duck pond, and you may have seen me shoot that fantastic place. I love it there, but because of the amount of game that it has, it typically attracts foxes. So this is in the field right next door with a duck pond just to our left. This one once again came bombing in to the fox mating call. This one read the rule book. I got tucked up behind a tree because the moon is still very bright, but I'm shadowed with a bit of foliage as this one comes. Takes its time, but it makes its way around the field margin until it comes into range. Turns out these dog foxes are going quite well on the mating call at present. Okay, now we pop over to see the bowls green because they've still got problems with foxes digging up there. You may have seen the video there where myself and Mark have already dispatched 3 foxes on there, but we've had a call to say that there's been some more damage. So of course we put the trail cameras up and had those running over the last couple of weeks until this fella came along and actually knocked one of the trail cameras down. You'll have to blame Mark for that because he put it in an unsecure location. So I went back, placed the camera and some bait in a different location, and got some nice footage of this dog fox here with a distinctive white tip on the tail. And then also we got some footage of what I can only assume is probably his mate, because the female, as you can see, is a little bit smaller, a little bit more stocky, but she's got a fuller tail there with no white tip on it. As you can see from these clips here, the foxes there are extremely skittish, so it's going to take a bit more skill and potentially a little bit more staking out before we actually bag these two. But fingers crossed we'll be able to get them and bring you the footage from that in the coming weeks.
one last thing, take care, stay safe, and as always, happy shooting.
Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. You can keep up to date with the instant action on Instagram at team_Foxer. Take care, stay safe, and happy shooting.